But here we are with Michael Clayton. It's a very good movie in the sense of ambiguity of characters. You know, all of them are corrupted in their way. All of them are quite real. It must have been very appealing to you to play this man who doesn't really know where the ambiguity goes in his life.
Where the line has been pushed, you know, you've bit by bit, incrementally adjusted what you believe to be fair and what you believe to be right, to the point where you've crossed well into some very dangerous boundaries. I like characters like that.
Yeah, and there's a fine line between being ambitious and being corrupted, and this is what the movie tackles a little bit. Is it the same a little bit in Hollywood? You know, you have to be careful to which extent you go?
Not really. You know, it's very different because, you know, Hollywood has a, you know, with the exception of, are you just going to do movies that make a lot of money, that have no value, you know, that are like Chinese food, you know, you're hungry after 5 minutes. If that's what you want to do, then that's going to be your career. And, you know, when they do that show for you when you're 75 years old, it won't be very entertaining. It'll be sort of boring. But the rest of it, you know, Hollywood in general, it is sort of a community, and they really do actually care about things and care about people. So it's very different. There are certainly some jerks, you know, but it's not all jerks, you know.
There's jerks everywhere, not only in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I was watching the film yesterday and thinking, you are completely confusing us. We can't pigeonhole you. One day it's a movie about Michael Clayton, another one it's Ocean 13, and sometimes it's very entertaining, other times it's very gritty. It must be diverting for you.
Well, you know, I'm terrified of being pigeonholed, you know what I mean? I guess all actors are, but it's harder when you're considered a leading man because they don't want to let you do those things. So you have to sort of fight hard to make them. You got to do things, you know, Syriana, you know, you got to put on the weight and stuff just so that you cannot look like what they sort of want you to look like, you know. It's just a trick, I think, mostly, just so you're able to get good parts.
Absolutely, but physicality is important to the Michael Clayton movie as well. You had to be not charming in a way. Is that difficult for you? To be
no, I can be non-charming all the time. You know, I wasn't well. You know, I was, I'd had a pretty bad neck and back injury, and I hadn't gotten well yet from the surgery. And my head hurt. It gives you really bad headaches. So I figured, well, that's probably a good thing for this shoot. And I was tired, so I thought, well, that's probably a good thing. And then, so we just let it all hang out. And, you know, you don't wear makeup, and you sit back and see how bad it goes. And it helps. It's helpful that way. You know, it's also sort of cleansing. You get out of it, you're done. You go, well, that was 3.5 months of feeling sorry for yourself. Let's get out of that.
Well, they're going to wrap me up, but just a quick question about Venice and the screamometer here and girls shouting for you all the time. Does it become enjoyable at some point?
You know what is enjoyable about Venice is this has been a home for me. I've had like 4 or 5 films here. I've had the most amazing experiences of my life here. The last time with Good Night and Good Luck was, you know, one of the 2 or 3 best nights of my life. Was, you know, because we'd never shown it to anybody, and all of a sudden it's a 7-minute standing ovation. You know what to do with that. And it's, you know, because I sat down and wrote a movie that because I was pissed at the government, and you didn't know if anybody get it, and that everybody got it. It was such an amazing moment in my life. So I have nothing but great, great memories of this place, and they've always been really kind to me here, so I like it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. It's good to see you.